Hello and welcome to Kirwan State High School's virtual newsletter for week 9. Approaching the end of term 3, and of course the end of terms schools are always very busy places with lots of students engaged in assessment as they wrap up their learning for the term. Of course the most significant part of that is our Year 12 students are currently engaged in their mock external exams. These are really important opportunities to practice the external exam format with each subject represented in the external exams. We have deliberately designed these for students to actually complete the exams and then return for the last 2 days of term, which gives the teachers an opportunity to give some quick feedback and direction to the students as they head, the Year 12 students, as they head into the end of term break, which for the Year 12s we like to think of as a study vacation as they prepare for their real external exams early next term. So it is really important that all students are attending right up until the end of the term, but particularly important for our Year 12 students that they take advantage of those 2 days to get feedback. And of course all of our students are involved in some form of assessment at this time of the year, be it the external exams or our vocational students are working really hard to complete their certificate qualifications. And of course the remainder of the school continues to work through assessment as well as they wrap up their units for the term. In the midst of all of this, there's been some fantastic student and staff achievements, as there always are at Kirwan State High School, and I'm really excited today to be joined by some recent sporting representatives from successful sporting teams, as well as a representative of the winner of Kirwan's Got Talents for the band Ace of Spades. And apologies, during these interviews I will be wearing a mask because I have recently travelled to southeast Queensland. Alright, so let's welcome our first group of students and staff today to talk about their recent successes. Well, the last week has seen some spectacular sporting success, and nothing more significant than the outstanding performance of our Open Girls Rugby League team, the Kirwan Grizzlies. And joining me is BRANDY YALLOP, one of our star players, and coach Hannah Norford. Welcome to both of you. So BRANDY, tell me, where are we up to in the competition at the moment?
We are up to the Queensland final, and we get to go down to Brazil to do the state finals. Okay,
and to when's the state final?
Next week, Tuesday.
Okay, and so what's happened in the lead up to this point? How's the competition progressed so far?
We played the Townsville final, which was alright.
Yep.
And then the North trials.
Yep.
Was more challenging.
Yep.
But we did
succeed.
You
were successful, fantastic. And so, what's been a real highlight so far for you in terms of the games that you've played?
Probably growing with the team.
Okay. Oh, lovely. and now you travel to Brisbane. So,
yes.
So what are you really looking forward to about the state final in Brisbane?
Mostly the competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who are the teams that you're playing in Brisbane?
Shillong, Ipswich and Keebra Park.
Okay, fantastic. All right. And Ms. Norford, you must be extremely proud of the way that the team has played so far.
Yeah, it's been a pretty challenging time with all the COVID, and we've had lack of games, and block sport has been a bit of a challenge, so the fact that we're able to keep this competition up and running is a really big positive, and it's something for the girls to definitely look forward to.
Okay. And so what's the team's obviously done extremely well, apart from playing with great sportsmanship, they've also performed extremely well. What's been, I think, I guess some of the keys to your success so far?
Well, we've got a lot of girls on the team who have a lot of talent, and just trying to draw that talent out of them and trying to give them opportunities where they're playing against some of the best in the state and some of the best in the region has been what's been most rewarding for me, is being able to see them being able to lift to that standard and seeing who does lift to that standard.
Fantastic. And what are you looking forward to about the state final in Brisbane?
I'm definitely looking forward to the challenge and just giving these girls that exposure to what rugby league can be, and showing them where the bar is at. Okay,
well look, congratulations. There's only 4 teams left in the competition across Queensland, and Kirwan is one of those. And we're really excited to see how the team goes in the final next week. But regardless, we're exceptionally proud of how far you've travelled together already. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kirwan High's Open Girls basketball team has had a tremendous year so far, and to join me to discuss this, I'm joined by Naomi Lound, and one of our star players, and team manager CARLIE, PEARCE, one of our teachers here at Kirwan High. So welcome. Tell me a little bit about maybe the year so far. I mean, last year I know there wasn't a lot of basketball because of COVID. What's some of the games you played so far this year?
We played in block sport over the last term and in a Townsville Challenge Cup, which we ended up winning.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
And what's been a real highlight so far for you?
Winning that cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it how many games did you play?
3.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Right.
we lost to the people, and then we beat them again, so that was good.
You won the final?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And now, of course, the team is off to the Gold Coast for the state championship. What are you really looking forward to about that?
Playing against like harder teams that we haven't versed before.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing basketball for?
Since grade 5.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. And something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. So CARLIE, you're the team manager. The team also has a coach. Tell us about the coach.
Yeah, so we have Rodney Anderson. He's our coach. He's a very renowned coach in basketball, especially in Townsville. So it's really fortunate we have him here.
Yep.
He comes in Tuesdays and Friday afternoons to coach the girls. So it's really good. He's taught me a lot, and the girls have definitely progressed because of him.
Yeah, and of course basketball is a real focus this year for Kirwan High, growing the program. And what are you really looking forward to about the state championship on the Gold Coast?
I think watching the girls push themselves a bit further, like we have had hard competition here, but just pushing to that next level will be really good. Getting the girls to challenge and push a bit harder, I think, would be really nice.
Great.
Yeah.
And I mean, tell me a little bit about so what position do you play on the team?
Like a shooting guard or normally shooting guard.
Okay. Right. Look, the school is extremely proud of how the team has performed so far, and we wish you the very best. When is the state championship?
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
All right, and you'll be flying down with the team. All right. Well, we look forward to hearing how the team performs.
Thank you.
Okay. So over the last few weeks, students have been flocking to the quad at lunch breaks to witness the heats of Kirwan's Got Talent, which is our annual student talent competition, and we recently had the final, which was performed in front of the entire school at an assembly. And joining me is Brody Milton, one of the school's creative arts captains, and member of the band Ace of Spades, who were the winners in the final of Kirwan's Got Talent. Congratulations, Brody.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Tell us about the competition. So, the series of heats, what did you perform in the heats?
So the first song we did was The Middle, which was a great song because most people kind of knew it and got people involved, and it got us through to the finals, which was only 3 people picked, or 3 sort of acts picked.
Yeah. So tell us, who else was in the final?
Yeah, so apart from the Ace of Spades, obviously there was 2 other bands as well that made it to the finals.
Okay, and Ace of Spades, of course, it's not just you. Who else is in Ace of Spades? So
there's the other creative arts captain, Alyssa Clay, and we've also got Blake Ballard as our bassist for the band as well.
Yep, so your drums.
I'm drums. Alyssa's lead singer and guitarist, and then Blake is bassist.
And how did it feel to perform in front of the entire school at the Girls Got Talent final?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. The whole crowd seemed quite engaged.
One of the things I've always noticed around when we have the Kirwan's Got Talent, the heats and the final as well, is how enthusiastic the crowd is and how supportive they are as well. And appreciative and throughout the heats there was a lot of cheering for whoever was performing.
It was a very supportive environment.
So you've been in this band for a while. How do you manage Year 12 and performing the occasional gig with this band?
Yeah, look, it's tricky, but you got to just be able to, find them, prioritize school, obviously, find time to do other activities outside, and find time to practice, and just only take gigs when everyone's available. Otherwise, it gets quite tricky.
And of course, music is a big part of your life, and you want to keep that involvement with music when school finishes.
Yeah, of course. I'd love to do as much as I can, depending on how things go next year, but whatever happens, I'll be happy if I keep playing drums.
Well, look, congratulations. I know that the performance through the heat and in the finals were exceptional. They're really a very talented group, and winners of Kirwan's Got Talent 2021. That's something that we can never take away from you. So
that's it.
Well done.
Thank
Congratulations, Brody. Congratulations to those students and their teachers on those wonderful achievements. To conclude today, I'd just like to make mention of something that is occurring across Queensland at the moment that is a particular concern relating to the young people that attend schools. Principals across Queensland have received information and data that points to an alarming increase in the use of electronic cigarettes in schools right across Queensland. And this is particularly concerning because we know that electronic cigarettes or vaping really, they're not at all regulated, which means that the risks for young people who are engaging in activity are really enhanced. And I do know that in Townsville there have been a number of incidences where young people have been taken to hospital as a result of electronic cigarette use. And this is because really what is in these electronic cigarettes is completely unknown, and their marketing is often targeted at young people. And really we need to get the message out to our young people that electronic cigarettes are not safe, they're not harmless, and they present real risks. And of course there's a range of them, ranging from flavours that might appeal to young people, through to many that contain nicotine and some that contain other dangerous substances as well. But the challenge is that it's almost impossible to actually ascertain what is in any electronic cigarette with any accuracy. So I have attached at the bottom of this this principal's electronic presentation, I have attached some information for parents about vaping. We'll also continue to share this information across next term and be speaking to our students as well. We want them to be informed and understand that there are real risks associated with electronic cigarettes, and it is important that they do understand that. So I'd encourage all parents to read this information and have the conversation with their children about the real dangers associated with vaping. Okay, well, we will see you again shortly in a couple of weeks, and we wish our Year 12s in particular all their best for their current mock external exams. Thank you.